Hi and welcome back to Surviving Mars. So where do we stand on the planet at this moment in time? The population is slightly in excess of 1,800 people. The vast majority of those are Martian borns. We've only got 37 of the earthbound colonists, or the Earth colonists, left. So that's quite an interesting thing. So, as you probably remember, there's some rings you'll probably notice in the trees here, a couple of rings. What I've started doing is I've started moving everything into a sort of kind of like area so that they're together, so I can keep a better eye on them. So those two farm plots that were over here are now moved over here. With the addition of this extra lake here, we've now got a bit more fertility over here, so they're producing varied crops at the moment. So cover crops, which will increase the fertility of the ground. And what I've tried to do is I've tried to make sure that there's more adding fertility to the ground than's taken away from it. I built a couple more factories here to try and get rid of even more of this waste rock. Now I've got the central collection area here near the rockets, landing pads. We had a meteor shower, we suffered a little bit of damage, so I introduced another laser because the cooldown is just a little long when there's multiple missiles, multiple meteors coming in the same area. Power was a bit low, so I introduced another bank of wind turbines, and that is nicely covering our power consumption with a little bit of excess. I got some of the waste rock over here cleared away, and that's still ongoing. Thankfully it's going to finish soon. Over here we had some polluted area, which was in this area, which I couldn't actually access. So I've flattened the ground here to kind of like gain access to that. What I am going to be doing is I'm going to be putting the mountains back. So let's get these min resources back. Get the waste rock and deposit it here. Get it out of the way. So going further down, the big city we've got here, I made some changes over here. As you probably noticed, there's a line here where the pipeline used to go. It used to come down here. The water pumps over here have since been shut down because there's no resource left for them. At the moment, we're clearing all this waste rock back for processing into building supplies. Vegetation is actually quite extensive over the planet now. If you look, you can see where there is grassland and where there are trees. And I've now started introducing different types of trees just to give a better ground fertilizer, really. Compost the grounds better. We have had a population boom. We've got over 100 unemployed and 70 homeless. I think part of the plan is probably the best way to deal with this would be to move the electronics. Let's put two electronics factories in and put in 2 machine parts factories. And let's put in alongside that a diner. I think we'll put that diner in here. And put a grocer. Not that one. I think we really need a large grocer in as well. Okay, so if we move those over there, let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Put that onto full work pattern. And that one as well. We've got 76, they own 24, so we really need 3 of these. And one more. And let's make sure the ones that we do have are all fully upgraded. And reluctantly, I think this last section here, a 3 should be given over to smart homes. 1, 2, and 3. Let's take all those in. And employment should be rapidly dropping. I think hopefully that should be the last of the toxic areas. I haven't been able to find any others yet.
Meteor incoming.
I'm not actually sure that that dome is... no, it's not defended. That is a bit of an oversight. 1, we're going to immediately correct. Thankfully, it didn't take much damage. So where are we going to go? Where are you going to go, more to the point? You're going to land there. So we've got the central storage here, as I was going to say earlier, and I didn't actually finish my thoughts. I've now actually started building an overflow storage here near the main city. Just makes sense to have the resources here where we need them, as well as over the other side.
Research complete.
Several colonists today were injured. Several colonists were injured today. The severity of their injuries varies in accidents that all involved drones. Because the time frame in which accidents happened was rather small, ensuring a quick investigation found software corruption in all of the involved drones. Corruption, our engineers say, can only happen if their system was hacked. We'll inform the UN.
Meteor incoming.
And it also looks like we have a new special project. Oh, no, maybe not. We have a bit of a tiff actually going on with India. The colonists there actually did some sabotage. So I think we'll see if we can steal some technology. Let's get rid of these destroyed vehicles, and then they can be recycled.
Meteor incoming.
So what are the plans? Well, we've got these mountains slowly being rebuilt, I think. Is that the best it can do? Let's give it some more to do. Food wise, we've got so much food, it's unbelievable. We're producing slightly less than what we need, but we have got such an excess we can afford to do that at the moment. It's not something we would want to continue for any length of time. This soil is not really very good. We need to be putting lichen down, and let's just put the lichen on with grass to follow. Once we've got grass, we can put shrubs in, and that should help. Our operation was successful. We got 3,500 research points from that little foray. I think we can safely say that we've actually constructed a capital city. We've got 57.7 billion in the bank. We've got nearly 2,000 population, and everything seems pretty stable, well organised. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them. Remember to click that bell and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.